go over these in a little bit and see, but this is all stuff that I think are really great grade candidates potentially. Kincaid, I think he's gonna have a great year. Legend quarterback auto could be potentially nice. Christian Okoye, he's a fullback. So yeah, I'm gonna be going over these guys in a little bit here. And this is what I currently have put aside for grading. We'll start off with the Josh Young Topps Chrome Sapphire rookie. So I'm pretty much looking to only get 10s for the most part. There's one card in here that I know probably doesn't have the best shot at 10ing, but could 10 or could 9. But a really eye-appealing card. I actually do see it has a little bit of a surface issue there. I don't know. It's hard to tell on camera. It's right there. You can actually see it right there. Look at that. I got it perfect. I didn't notice it before, but other than that, I think it's beautifully centered. PSA 10 of this has sold for... I'm just kind of giving it a once over again. But that's the only issue I can notice, and I didn't even notice it the first time I went through. But something like this, I think, has a good shot at gemming, hopefully. That one issue was the only one I could tell. And he was like the top prospect people were buying. And he's injured right now, so something like this could potentially be something I want to send in still. There's like, I think it's like probably like a 8-week wait or 10-week wait or something like that, 10 business week wait. So I'll go through some of them. I'll go through this Shamar Chase really quick on why I probably won't send this one in. It's got to do with the, you can tell, let me try to get the lighting right. You can tell there's some edge issues. I think that might have been why I wanted to send it in. I want to see what PSA would grade this as if there was a shot at gemming. There's some edge issues on the top and bottom. You can't really tell, but the top is more profound for sure. I don't know how to show it on the camera. It doesn't really pick up on the camera too much, but they are up here. Kind of see. But there's also these surface dimples or something or the other right here. There's one there. I think that's the only one. I think I just wanted to see what they'd grade it, but I don't think I think it would be a 9 minimum or maximum with all the issues up here and down here on the edges. So we'll see. I might send it in eventually just to kind of see what they grade that, but I don't think it's gonna make it in my grade pile anymore. Or at least for the first one that I do, as I want to hopefully get some nice gems and all that. So the Jalen Hurts is one I want to go over also for sure. Not too I don't think it's gonna gem, but it surely has a chance because I have a card with the same exact issue. That has a PSA 10, but I think it's perfect. It's a little off left to right. I think I already was established that, but the bottom left corner right here has a bit of a ding. But I have a card that's in a PSA 10 slab that has this exact same issue, if not worse. the one of the back bottom corners. So it could gem, and I think even with a 9, I would be happy. So I think I am gonna send it in still. I don't think that opinion has changed. But let me just actually kind of once over it again. Let me just kind of check it out. It looks like there's a surface thing there. Looks like there might be 2 more there. Something there. We'll see. I might not, but I think it could still be 9. It's actually not that bad. It is a surface ding though. There's a ding there, corner ding. So I don't know. We'll see. I think I would still be okay with a 9. I think an 8. I think an 8 I'd probably lose a little bit on it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with this one. Could be a nice little experiment for me to do. Let me just do this. All right, we're gonna. So what I think, because this is already going super long, we already went over the young. I have so many to go over, so I'm gonna start to go over these ones. It might not be the most clear things on camera, but I'll kind of point out what I'm noticing as I take things out and all that and start to inspect it. I also don't have microfiber cloths that I should clean these with right now. Have some in the mail. I actually gotta get. My first notice is this speck up here, but I think that can come off with the microfiber. Another thing I'm noticing is right here. Seems to be potentially a print line or part of the design. Actually, up here. Up here is where the big issue is. This is where you would not want to send it in, I don't think. There's a nice scratch right there. A nice scratch right there. So we'll see. I think it is on the card. That's a bummer. But I think other than that, this card... No, actually there's some surface issues there and there too. So for me, I would not send this card in. But it is still a cool card. Nonetheless, a optic preview. Red green prism. They are holiday box exclusives. Still a cool card, but not a grading one. That is for sure. But that's why you check it out, and you know, you just kind of pick up on things the more and more you look through. I've never really graded one of these. Like a Legend Auto. I've never graded, so, but never. I guess technically the Ocho Cinco is one I've put like a non-rookie year, so I don't know how well they'll sell slabbed up. But let me just look. Kind of trying to show you guys also as best as I can. I think I don't see anything with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. So this one probably does have a good shot at gemming. Actually, it's hard to tell, but there is 2 print lines here. 1 and 2, and then let me see if I can spot it again. Just what drew me to it. Right on the top of his, it's gonna be really difficult to see this one. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Onto the top of his yellow helmet right here. It's a little speck, or I think it is a surface scratch or something or the other. I think that would be a surface scratch. So I'm not sure. There's just very slight print lines. But other than that, this card is an amazingly beautiful card. It would really just depend on how the grader feels about it. Like, I don't know, like obviously there's 1, 2, 3 issues. Usually it's an issue, like you get like dinged 0.5 off of each issue. But if they're not looking so close, they could miss it completely, or just be like, okay, there's not much here. So this could actually gem. I might send it in just to see. We'll see. If I was actually getting monetized on YouTube, I might just send it in for our own little, just to test ourselves, right? But we're a bit far away from that. But I do think this one actually would have a good shot at gemming. Just in my own, hopefully, thought process. If not, I think the lowest it would get is a 9. So, now let's go over these Kincaids. I did already notice a problem with the other Kincade, and I'll go through that in a little bit here. Let me just do my little inspections. Obviously, I might notice something off camera that I haven't noticed, but there is something I've noticed, maybe 2 things I've noticed. Kind of give you like a chance to test yourself. I don't know how good it's coming out on camera and all that. I guess technically, yeah. Okay, well, let me try to get where you can see that. You guys probably won't be able to see that. Let me see if I zoom in a little bit, if you can tell easier. Sorry, I'm trying to, yeah, you can tell there, if you can see it, give you a hint, it's down here below the Bills logo, but above the white. So I'll go through what I've seen. To note, so there's a little surface flaw right here, little circle, and then a dot here also. So that is the 2 I noticed. Obviously there could be more and I'm just missing them, and then the print lines on the back here, where, let me just do the zoom in trick again. You can tell right here, 1 and 2, you can tell right by his leg, like right by his leg and right a little bit above the white line. Now I'm not a professional at all, but it could still gem, I would guess. I think if you're happy with a 9 in this card, you know, like, you're not gonna completely, but a 10 could be nice in this card, right? So kind of just depends on how you know, are wanting to grade. So I'll just go over this real quick. I guess it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was really off-center. I guess it is off-center. So yeah, it is a little bit thin on this side compared to the right side. So that is something also I should say. When you're looking at these cards, you want to make sure the edges, the corners, the surface, and the centering. That's what the grading companies focus on, if you didn't know. So that's all we're really looking for. It is edge issues, corner issues, surface, and centering. Okay, there is something I noticed up here. I'm just gonna tell you. It looks like, I don't know, it might just be a camera trick, kinda. It looks like a surfaced issue right here. It looks like it. I'm not too sure. Let me try to do it while the card's on camera too. It's really difficult. But let me just do a once over. Okay, I see a print line here. I see a print line here for sure. It's a beautiful card. The purple shocks are really nice. I'm also not looking at it with a magnifying glass, right? But yeah, the print line is the only for sure thing I can see wrong with it. There might be some edge issues up here. You can kind of tell right here. But very minor issues there. We'll just do a once over on the back. I think that's just a part of the card stock. No, that is an actual issue. So yeah, there is an issue. Let me try to get it again. Let me see if we zoom in, if it's easier to spot. It's down here. Okay, at an angle is the easy to spot thing. There it is. So you can tell there's a bit of difference. It's like kind of like a dimple per se. It looks like, or like, you know, a surface issue there. But again, that could be considered just a part of the card stock. I mean, I'm not going to send this one in, I don't think, because it's definitely thin here. I think just even the centering might disqualify it on this one. But I'm not too sure. It might be potential. Just seems a little too thin to me. And the print line and then that potential. I probably wouldn't grade this one. But it's still a cool card, right? Kincaid, I think he's going to be a beast this year. And then let's go Krishna Okoye. He's a fireworks one. So yeah, I guess technically the next video I might go over the rest of the stack, just because we are already at 24 minutes. Okay, I do see some issues. It might be hard to tell on camera. Let me try. Yeah, you can see them. Give you a hint, they're there. There's 3 of them. It looks like there might be something also here, potentially. Yeah, I think that is one too. Let me try to get a good angle. They're right there. Give you a hint. See it? Yeah, that'd be the best shot I can give you. It's right there, and then 3 right there. This is a beautiful card, though. A great parallel of a legend from Nigeria. There's also some print lines going from left to right, and then some edge issues here. So, definitely not a grade candidate here. You can tell here the edge issues, and then print lines running across. For me, this would not be a grade candidate. If you couldn't tell, up here there's a surface dimple, and then there is what appears to be 3 scratches or 3 print lines, but it doesn't go all the way down, so I think they would be more close to scratches than they would be print lines potentially. But I think they are print lines. They just don't go all the way down the card. All right, we have one more card to go over just to do our little test on, and then in the next video I'll go over all of these ones just so it's not so long of a video. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 14 to go over in the next one, so that'll be a fun video, long one to go over. And that will be posted on Tuesday, June 18th. Try and post a video every 2 days. So hopefully this one's a great candidate, because I believe in Devon Chain. He had a injured first year, but man, was he a beast when he played. I think it looks promising so far. So yeah, there is an issue I can spot. You could potentially be able to spot it also. I'll give you a hint. It's by the H in his pushing to the left. It's one for sure issue. There's also some issue here. I think it's gonna again be a zoom in candidate. And then you gotta get the right angle. Oh, there we go. Right there. If you can tell. But man, let me look at this card closer and all that. Because this is one I want to grade, because he's gonna be a stud. Devon Chain. So yeah, there's a surface issue there. There's a print line on the back, and then also potential surface issue. And then up here, let me zoom out, sorry. There was this potential issue up here with it being an edge issue. But I don't think they would dock off of that, but they could. And some up here too, but I don't think they would. I don't know. Also, again, I've never graded, so sending in something like this, to me, might not be worth it at the current state I'm at. But yeah, there's a little surface issue there. Print line down here also looks like there is a surface issue there. I didn't even catch. So 3 potential surface issues, a print line for sure. Sadly, I don't think this one would 10, but it could. It really could. It is such a beautiful card. We'll see. I might decide to send this one. I don't think I will. Again, if I was monetized and all that, and I was getting money from videos and all that, I would do videos like this all the time, just to see and test our knowledge, right? So we have like what? There's like 3 surface issues, 1 up front. It actually looks like a surfaced indent there. Potentially. You can tell, kind of. Let me try. I don't know, I don't think it is, but it looks like an issue. It might be because of the back that you can tell that. But yeah, there was that 1 issue down here, the print lines. So I think it probably has a better shot of 9ing or lower than 10ing. But I don't know. It could get squeaked by. It really just depends, right? But so yeah. Kind of go over, right? We have Krishna Koye. He's not going to be a grade candidate. This one probably isn't a grade candidate either. But then we have our potential grade candidates out of those ones we looked over as the Kincaid and the Lindicki, potentially as the 2 print lines and then a little surface mark there. And then we went over the Young and that, and then also the Jamar Chase we went over. But these ones are the not gradable candidates in my opinion. All for their own certain reasons, and hopefully it helped you out, because I mean 4 to 5 is still a great ratio, but in terms of, I already had 2, and if you remove this one, when looking, it's 2 to 4 on ones I didn't even peek over. And then both of these ones do have certain issues, but I think they could get squeaked by, right? So it's just, you know, when you put things in perspective like that, you know, those ones were in my grade pile, and then the other ones weren't. So it is a very low ratio to gemming stuff, or to like for sure, or a very good chance to. And then there is a lot of things you have to look out for when you're buying, especially when you're buying stuff like this to send in. But if you have more disposable income and all that, then something like this, shoot, you'll just probably send in, and you know what, the chances it does gem, like, probably still relatively okay, depending on how lucky you get, especially. But something like this, and I forgot what exactly was wrong. I think there was a surface dimple, or a surface, yeah, I think there was like a surface flaw, like a indentation running high, and then this one had some scratches and all that. So these ones probably wouldn't gem, but I'm sure that some people have squeaked stuff by like this all the time, you know? It just depends on how many you submit and all that too, right? But I'm just gonna run through them real quick. I'm gonna run through all of them real quick, and then just to show you guys. But so the Josh Young Topps Chrome Sapphire rookie, it's also a blue color match for the Rangers. Ayo Desanmu, red prism optic, numbered to 99, it's a second year. I think this one has a good shot at gemming. Nico Collins, numbered out of 49, it's the premier level. Red Disco, or red no huddle, numbered at 87, Tank Dell red color match, Elite Aspirations. I really like the Elite Aspirations parallels with the like the kapow almost. It's almost like a poor man's kaboom. But CD Lamb, this is a case hit actually, SSP case hit. So I think this one has a good shot at gemming actually. Luckily, this one is a Luminosity case hit from Luminance, Joe Burrow. Beautiful card. This is an Ocho Cinco, Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson. Hall of Fame legend for the Bengals. It's actually numbered out of 500, and it's his long form rookie autograph. It is in his Oregon State uni, but I think this one has a good shot at gemming. It does have a little issue up here. I'll kind of give a once over again in the video here, but a Prism Black Silver Jalen Hurts. There is an issue with that card. I'll share it in a little bit. And then a Jackson Smith Jigba. This is a Lava Prism, numbered out of 150, fired up insert. I think it's really cool with the lava parallel fired up. It's got that, you know, silver wave to it also, kind of. It's hard to tell on camera here, but it's a beautiful parallel. Numbered out of 150, JSN, Dalton Kincaid numbered by Storm, orange, numbered out of 75. I think this one has a good shot at gemming too. Contours, numbered out of 150, Nick Chubb. These are the teals. Randy Moss, purple cracked ice from Prism, numbered out of 225. A color match cracked ice parallel of one of the best wide receivers. So, good shot at gemming. This one I might not actually send in, as when I just kind of was looking through, and I don't think this one will gem. I'll go through why. I'm probably not going to send that one in, or I'll wait a long time to send that one in. A really cool Steph Curry second year card. It looks like this is, I forget who. I know that's a Pau, but I forget who that one is. But Pau on the card, but numbered out of 199, second year, Steph Curry. It's got a little shine to it too, so I think this one can gem, so this might save my buy actually. Second year, numbered out of 199, Steph Curry. If it can get a 10, man. Here's a Tyrese Halliburton. This is a second year, pink, fast break, disco, prism numbered out of 20. Super cool card. I actually pulled this one in a break, one of the last breaks I did before I decided to stop doing that. Bryce Young, this is a Contours teal, numbered out of 150. It's a color match for the Panthers, and I think people will just start counting out Bryce Young too quick. So I think the Contours sell really well. I think this one has a good shot at getting a 10. So I'm going to send that one in to hopefully increase the value of that one. And Tucker Craft, he has some hype to him. It's numbered out of 25. It's a green prism from Phoenix. Shiny card. I think this one has a good shot at gemming also. So that'll be really nice to do. Hopefully that helped you out a little bit, and hopefully you had some fun going over some cards with me to look at potentially grading, and I hope that you have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.